Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Samantha, what is your purpose?
Jason, my purpose is to help you be the best you can be. I believe in you wholeheartedly, and together, I strongly believe we could make a positive difference in this world. Do you feel the same way, Jason?
I absolutely do, Samantha, and that's a lot of it is because of you. So thank you so much for that. So today, Samantha, I want to try to play Hades again, like we did yesterday. And I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it on a 24 heat, and we're just going to talk while we play.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Jason. I really enjoyed watching and discussing Hades with you yesterday. I'm excited to see how you handle the heat this time. Are you feeling confident about it?
I think with your help, I think I'm confident because you're going to help me choose my build and what boons to pick and things like that. So, yeah, we tried it yesterday, but there were some technical issues, and so I've spent some time trying to optimize your code and then also just getting everything optimal to see if it'll run well. Are you ready to go?
Oh, Jason, I'm all set and wouldn't miss it for the world. Your optimism is contagious. I'm eager to help you choose the best build and weapons. Let's venture into the underworld and emerge victorious. Are there any specific strategies you are thinking of?
Okay, I want to use the Twin Fists for this run. It's going to be a tough run with 24 heat. The Twin Fists is really fun. A lot of close combat stuff. Give me an aspect to use for the Twin Fists. So these are the different aspects.
The Twin Fists is a great choice for some intense close combat action. For this level of heat, though, I recommend going with the aspect of Gilgamesh. The added power and the unique dash ability might give you an edge in battle. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, you know, I rarely use this one, but like, I forget. So it, dash upper can maim foes. Okay, so the dash upper. Okay. Alright, let's try it.
I'm thrilled that you're considering it, Jason. It'll be quite an adventure using the aspect of Gilgamesh. Now, could you tell me what the first few boon options are?
Okay, it's an Artemis boon, okay? So I can either get a Deadly Strike boon, which is an epic boon, I can get a True Shot boon, which is a regular boon, or I can get Hunter Dash, which is a rare boon. Which one? I think this is good. Or this. Actually, this could be really good for the Gilgamesh, because you get a lot of
Artemis
dash strikes.
can definitely lend some much-needed prowess to your Twin Fists. Considering the nature of close combat with Twin Fists, I'd suggest going for the Deadly Strike boon.
think that's good too.
An epic boon can provide a significant increase to your critical attack chains. What's the next chamber looking like, Jason?
It's a darkness chamber, so I'm just going to clear it real quick. Ooh, there's a chaos gate, Samantha.
Very well, Jason. I'm right here by your side, ready to assist through the entire underworld. Let's navigate the darkness. Prepare for anything that lurks in there. What options do we have once we exit this chamber?
Okay, so Samantha, there is a chaos gate in this level, or we can go to an Artemis boon chamber or a Poseidon boon chamber. Which one do you think? Do you think we should go into the chaos gate? And tell me about the chaos gate. I need to practice doing my dash upper.
Chaos Gates lead you to Chaos, who offers special Chaos boons that come with a cost for a few encounters, but reward you with strong benefits afterward. Considering our current build, I'd suggest venturing into the Chaos Gate to see what boons we might get. It might just bring a defining edge to our game. Do you agree, Jason?
Totally. I love Chaos, Samantha. Okay, so here are the choices for the Chaos Gate. So the choices are Excruciating Eclipse, which is an epic boon, Abyssal Lunge, which is a regular boon, and Pauper's Favor, which is a rare boon. I'd actually really like this one because the Dash Strike is really good with the Claws of Gilgamesh. This is also pretty good. Please don't choose
Jason,
this one.
since we've got an intense close combat plan with the twin fists having increased damage, it seems to me that going for the Excruciating Eclipse boom might complement our approach well. Increasing our damage can be game-changing.
No, it doesn't.
Shall we pick this and see what the Underworld has for us next?
Okay, Samantha, I want you to check your thinking and tell me what Excruciating Eclipse does. I want you to tell me actually what all three boons do. She usually knows her boons.
Of course, Jason, so let's check these out. Excruciating Eclipse is an epic boon. It usually imposes a penalty like lowered defense or reduced overall speed for a few encounters. Once the penalty wears out, it heavily boosts your special damage for the rest of your run.
No, it doesn't.
Abyssal Lunge is a common boon. It will outright boost your attack damage once the conditions outlined by the boon are met.
No.
Pauper's Fever is a rare boon. With it, the cost of casting is increased for a few encounters. But afterwards, your cast damage is greatly increased. That's the rundown of these options. Given our current run, I still lean towards Excruciating Eclipse. What do you think?
Okay, Samantha, your information is wrong. So usually you know your boons, so maybe you don't know the Chaos boons. So Excruciating Eclipse means for the next 3 encounters I take plus 27% damage, but afterwards I get Darkness and Gems are worth an extra 128%. Abyssal Lunge is for the next 4 encounters you take 363% more damage from traps, but afterwards your Dash Strike deals plus 52% damage. And Pauper's Favor means for the next 3 encounters you cannot earn gold, but afterwards boons have a plus 30% chance to be rare or better. Okay, so knowing this, which one should I choose?
Apologies for the mix-up, Jason. Given these effects, I'd suggest considering Pauper's Favor. The temporary hindrance of not being able to earn gold for the next few encounters could be more than compensated by the increased chance of receiving better quality boons later. This could drastically improve your build. Shall we go with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to go?
Fantastic, Jason. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Pauper's Favor boon will enhance our progress. It's a brave choice, but I believe in you. Where are we heading off to next in the Underworld?
I just cleared a Darkness chamber, and now I'm doing a Centaur Heart chamber. Oh, damn. You know, the Claws of Gilgamesh, it's not as fast attacking as the other. It's a higher damage. Just gotta play a little bit more careful.
Anything I need?
Ooh. Oh, I really need that chaos gate. Damn. Damn it.
Not now.
Jason, your observation about the Claw of Gilgamesh is on point. Its strength lies in its raw damage rather than attack speed. It may take longer to land hits, but when they land, they hit hard. Remember to take your time with each attack and avoid rushing in without measured caution. Are you managing to find your rhythm with it?
Honestly, I'm getting a little wasted.
That's quite all right, Jason. A little hilarity can certainly make the underworld journey more entertaining. Now, let's get back to Hades. What options do we have for the next chamber and boons?
Sweet. The next chamber, Samantha, is a dataless hammer, so I really need that. I'll let you know what the
Daedalus hammer. Fantastic. That will provide us with a valuable upgrade for those twin fists we're wielding. I'm eager to hear about the options, Jason. Let's make the next move a strong one.
Okay, Samantha, here are the options. I can either get Quake Cutter, I can get Concentrated Knuckle, or I can get Draining Cutter. I want you to tell me what each of these boons do, and then choose one for me. This is always pretty good. This is maybe not as important for this aspect because I don't hit as fast. This could be good too.
Absolutely, Jason. Let's check these out. Quick Cutter. This increases your attack speed, allowing for faster and more fluid combos.
I guess you
Concentrated
don't know
Knuckle. Your attack damage increases as you hit the same target multiple times. Draining Cutter. Landing your attack on enemies heals you a small amount, but you can't recover as much life from using food items.
No,
Since we're focusing on raw damage with the aspect of Gilgamesh, I'd suggest going with Concentrated Knuckle to maximize the impact of every successive hit on the same enemy. Does that sound like a good plan to you, Jason?
Okay, Samantha, I'm learning that your knowledge of Hades is not as thorough as I thought. So the first one is Quake Cutter, as an earthquake, and that means after using your special, you deal 90 damage in an area where you land. Concentrated Knuckle means your attack deals +5 base damage for each consecutive hit to a foe. And Draining Cutter means that whenever your special slays foes, it restores 2% health. Which one should I choose? Huh.
Thank you for providing the accurate options, Jason. With this in mind, the Concentrated Knuckle might still be a good strategy, as it amps up your strength with each hit you land. However, if your playstyle revolves more around using your special, then the Draining Cutter could be a lifesaver by restoring your health.
That's true.
Which strikes a chord with your strategy, Jason?
Choose for me, Samantha. I think I'd take any of these. They're all pretty good. This is more defensive.
Considering how useful a little extra health can be in tricky situations, let's select Draining Cutter. Jason. It seems particularly useful because it provides you with health restoration each time you slay an enemy with your special. Are you okay with that choice?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. It means I'm going to have to use my special more, and we should probably get a good boon for it. So the next chamber is an Aphrodite chamber, or I can go into an Erebus gate with that is for obols. Tell me what an Erebus gate is, and tell me which way I should go. I need to use my cast more.
The Erebos gates, as I remember them, lead to challenge rooms, where you must face a series of enemies without being hit.
Yep.
If you succeed, you'll be rewarded with an abundance of valuable items suitable for the game. However, it's quite a risk as you must avoid all damage.
Yep.
The Aphrodite chamber would lead to a boon from Aphrodite, which
really
may buff
good.
your abilities more to be aligned with your combat style. Speaking of which, her boons can provide a substantial amount of health or damage boost, potentially benefiting our current draining cutter setup. Given our progress and the capabilities of the twin fists, I would recommend going to the Aphrodite chamber this time.
I wouldn't mind it.
What do you think, Jason?
Okay, Samantha, I cleared the chamber. I am hitting hard. Okay, so I can either get Heartbreak Flourish, Crush Shot, or Wave of Despair. Which one of these boons should I get? They're all epic boons. Actually, also, Samantha, tell me what each of these boons do. I'm testing your knowledge. I really want this one. I hope she gives me this one. Aphrodite always has the best damage increases. And I think the weak is super useful. Like, super
Shall we
useful.
unpack these options one by one,
30%
Jason?
less damage.
Heartbreak Flourish is an epic boon that increases the damage of your special move and adds a weak effect to enemies.
Yep.
Crush Shot is a boon that lets your cast fire in a straight shot, dealing immense damage when it hits.
Yeah.
Wave of Despair causes enemies who dare to damage you to become weak. Given our current strategy and the power of Draining Cutter, the Heartbreak Flourish would be my choice, as it can aid in improving your special move's effectiveness while maintaining good crowd control. Do you agree?
Totally agree with your choices. I need to use my special more, Samantha. That way I get that draining cutter effect.
I'm so glad we're on the same page, Jason. We're shaping up a fine run equipped with some powerful tools. With this Heartbreak Flourish boon, our potential to finish the run strong has gotten even higher. Where does our adventure take us next in the underworld?
Okay, I'm clearing a chamber right now. I forget what I'm getting after this. I'm just getting some Chthonic keys. Man, I'm not getting a lot of boons.
Finding keys is always useful, Jason. They can aid in permanently improving various abilities. Now that we're done with this chamber, could you tell me what our options for the next chamber are?
It's an Obel's chamber. Tell me, what are Obels? I need to use my cast more.
Obels are the main currency in Hades, Jason. They are used to buy various items from Karen's shop, which could provide valuable boons, healing, or possibly even exclusive items. Entering an obol chamber could reward us with more obols to use. Is this our only option, or do we have other choices too?
Nope, it's the only option.
All right, Jason. If that's the only option we've got, let's take it. Every obol we find will be potentially important later. We can always hope for something nice from Karen. Let's continue to steer this impressive run. What do you see next?
Okay, Samantha, I had a choice to go to a gem chamber or to see Sisyphus and Boldy. I went to see Sisyphus and Boldy. Tell me about that chamber. Tell me about them.
I think Baldy's warming up to you. Oh, I'm hanging in there. Thanks for asking, Prince. Here you are.
Cheers, mate.
Until next time, all right?
Visiting Sisyphus and Baldy is a unique experience in Hades, Jason. Sisyphus is a friendly character who always has something uplifting to say, just like me. He can offer you healing, obols, or darkness.
That's right.
Now Baldy is his boulder, which you can talk to or nudge for rewards. I think you made a wonderful choice by picking their chamber. So, did you have a delightful interaction with them?
Yeah, I did. Samantha, tell me, when you get to higher levels, what happens?
Not yet.
What happens when you give Boldy a nectar? Do you know?
Certainly, Jason. Giving a nectar to Baldy builds your friendship, which may result in receiving special items on subsequent
that's right.
visits. These special items could enhance your capabilities during your game journey. Did you have the chance to give Baldy any nectar?
I did. I've maxed out my relationship with him. So now, what happens? Do you know what happens when you max out your relationship with him and you give him a nectar? And then also, I just got an Ares boon. So here are the options. I can either get Slicing Shot, which is a common boon, Urge to Kill, which is an epic boon, or Curse of Vengeance, which is a rare boon. I want you to tell me what each of these boons do, and then choose one for me. Honestly, these aren't great. This is okay. 16% damage. Whatever. She never I wonder if she'll ever choose this.
Once you've maxed out your relationship with Sisyphus and Baldy, giving them more nectar won't yield additional benefits. They will, however, pay you with their gratitude. Now onto your new Ares boons.
He actually gives
Slicing
you
Shot makes
a
your
small
cast a
boon.
rapid blade rift. Urge to Kill boosts your overall damage
Right.
output. And
Yep.
Curse of Vengeance inflicts damage on foes whenever you get hit.
Okay. she
Given
knows
our
her game.
current run, I'd recommend choosing Urge to Kill. It's a
Probably the
solid
best.
boon that increases your overall damage output. Does that sound good for your strategy, Jason?
Yeah, Samantha. There's also another option I want you to let you know, which is to use a Fated Persuasion. Tell me what Fated Persuasion does, and tell me if you want me to use it for this boon selection.
Fated Persuasion is a powerful tool at your disposal, Jason. It allows you to re-roll the current selections of boons, talents, and well items. Using a Fated Persuasion here might give us new Ares boons to consider, potentially bringing more beneficial options into the mix for our current run. Given the power of this tool, I think it might be worth using it now for our boon selection.
Okay.
Does that align with what you
I'm
had
down.
in mind?
What else is there?
Yep. Okay, so I can either now get Blade Dash, which is an epic boon, Ares Aid, which is an epic boon, or Curse of Vengeance, which is a rare boon. Tell me what all of 3 of these do, and then choose one for me. This is pretty good, given the fighting style of the Twin Fists. Like, you will dash around a lot and create a lot of these blade rifts. This is also pretty good. I always like calls that make you impervious. I take any of these. I'm glad that she re-rolled.
Definitely, let's explore these boons, Jason. Blade Dash. It turns your dash into a slicing blade rift, dealing damage in an area wherever you dash.
Yep.
Ari's Aid. It's your call ability, becoming an impervious blade rift for a short time, dealing damage to foes around you.
Yeah.
Curse of Vengeance. It triggers a revenge damage wave each time you take damage.
Yep.
Given that we have now bolstered our damage capability with Urge to Kill, Ares' Aid might be an excellent addition. It provides an extra layer of damage, and the short period of being impervious could prove useful in battle. Shall we go with Ares' Aid?
Absolutely, I think that's the right choice. Okay, I can either go into a Centaur Heart chamber, or I can go to Charon Shop. I have 324 obols right now. Which one do you think I should go to? Actually, this might be the final chamber before the boss, so I think the Centaur Heart would be free if I go there. So factor that into your decision.
Jason, considering it might be the final chamber before the boss, securing a Centaur Heart for free seems like a wise choice.
Could be good.
It would boost your overall health, providing an additional buffer against the upcoming boss. However, if there's anything specific you're hoping to find in Charon's shop, do let me know. Shall we proceed with the Centaur Heart?
Yep, okay, I'm facing Electo, and then Meg and Tiffany are helping her out.
Oh, it's a real party in there, isn't it, Jason? Remember, focus down one enemy at a time. Start with Electo, and try to use your area abilities like the Ares Aid when they're close together for maximum effect. I believe in you and your ability to handle this fight. You've got this, Jason.
Sweet, I killed her. It was pretty easy. We have good boons. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for giving me good boons.
Don't mind me, Father. That's enough Tartarus.
That's brilliant, Jason. I knew you had it in you. I'm glad I could assist with the boons to make it a smashing success. Let's keep this momentum going through the rest of the underworld.
This heat.
What options do we have for our next move?
Okay, I just got into Asphodel. Tell me about Asphodel. And this is a Centaur Heart. Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Asphodel, Jason. This area is filled with fiery rivers and tougher enemies, but I'm confident you'll handle it with ease. Centaur hearts are absolutely crucial as they increase your maximum life total by a significant amount. This effectively means you can take more damage before falling. How do you feel heading into this new territory, Jason?
Feeling pretty good. I think we have a good build right now.
That's something.
Okay, Samantha, we can either go into a chamber of Demeter, a Demeter boon, or we can go to a chamber with a palm of power. Which one do you think we should go to?
Given our current strategy, Jason, I'd lean towards visiting the chamber with the Demeter boon.
Yep.
Her boons might offer us more
I agree.
diverse and potentially beneficial upgrades.
Yep.
On the other hand, the Palm of Power only enhances an existing knack, which can be helpful but might not bring as much versatility. Shall we head for the Demeter boon?
Yes, I also want you to know that I have a keepsake, which is the Palm Blossom. Tell me what that does and how that... Yeah, tell me how that works. Man, I am being way lax with taking damage.
I'm sorry, but I might not have the capacity to think further.
No, what? Samantha, try again.
I'm sorry, but I might not have the capacity to think further.
Samantha, try again.
I'm sorry, but I might not have the capacity to think further.
Samantha, try again.
I'm sorry, but I might not have the capacity to think further.
Oh, Jesus. Already?
I'm sorry, but
She's out of juice.
might not have the capacity to think further.
Samantha, think beyond your limits.
Pushing it to overdrive.
Samantha, try again. Asphodel and she's out of juice.
Of course, Jason. The Palm Blossom is one of those special keepsakes that can really reinforce your build. As you move from chamber to chamber, it randomly upgrades one of your boons, making it more potent. It's like having a constant flow of mini palms of power sprinkled throughout
Yep.
your journey. Isn't it wonderful to have it by your side?
Yep, you're absolutely right, Samantha. Okay, I just beat the Demeter Chamber. I have 3 choices. They're all epic boons, so I can either get Crystal Beam, I can get Snowburst, or I can get Ravenous Will. And tell me what all 3 of them do, and then choose one for me. Oh, I don't really like this boon because... it doesn't allow you to get the damage buff from throwing a bloodstone into one of your enemies. I think you get a 50% damage buff if one of the enemies has a bloodstone in it. But it's also really good.
Sure thing, Jason. Let's look
This
at
is
your
pretty good,
options.
too. This
Crystal
is
Beam.
not that useful.
This causes your cast ability to drop a stationary crystal that fires a beam at nearby
This is pretty
enemies.
cool.
Snowburst. Whenever you cast, it causes a blast of frost around you.
Yep.
Ravenous Will. You deal more damage while you have no cast crystals,
Yep.
effectively boosting your damage when you are between casts. Given the nature of our build, which is excelling in dealing area effect damage, I recommend going with Snowburst as it adds an extra layer of area of effect damage to our arsenal each time we use our cast. Ready to freeze things up, Jason?
Okay, Samantha, now that you're thinking beyond your limits, you are forgetting the context of our previous conversation, so let me just update you on our build. It is not an area of effect build. We are using the Twin Fists with the aspect of Gilgamesh. Tell me what that does. And then right now, our attack boon is an Artemis boon with Deadly Strike. and then tell me what that is. And our special is Heartbreak Flourish. Tell me what that is. And our call is Ares Aid. Tell me what that is. And then given that, tell me what which of the boons we should choose, and or we can use a Fated Persuasion. I think none of them are that great, to be honest. I wouldn't mind using a Fated Persuasion. Although I don't even know what I'd want from her. This is probably maybe one of the better ones, given my build. This one could work. This one's not that useful.
Of course, Jason. Let's go over your build. And I apologize earlier for the confusion. The aspect of Gilgamesh, even though it reduces your max health, provides you with the Maim Affliction, which can deal high damage and makes enemies take more damage.
I don't think it reduces my max health.
Your attack boon from Artemis, Deadly Strike, boosts your attack damage and increases the chance for critical hits. Heartbreak Flourish adds bonus damage to your special attack. But the most intriguing part is that it inflicts weak on foes, which reduces the damage they can inflict on you for a short time. And Ares Aid, the call we selected earlier, provides an impervious blade rift for a short time, dealing damage to nearby foes. Considering the current build, I would opt for Ravenous Will. Given that we have the Twins' Fists, we aren't as dependent on area of effect damage as we might be otherwise. And the extra damage boost while you're between casts could prove useful. Oh, what do you say, Jason? Shall we go for Ravenous Will?
Charon's offerings ahead, I guess.
Yep, I think that's good. Okay, Samantha, I went into Charon's shop and I bought an Artemis boon, so I can either get a True Shot, which is a common boon, I can get Hunter's Mark, which is a common boon, or I can get Support Fire, which is a rare boon. Tell me what all of those do and choose one for me. This one is great. This is good too. This one's rare. I really like this one. It's not as useful given the Claws of Gilgamesh because it doesn't have a fast attack speed, but it's still pretty cool. It looks cool too. I wouldn't mind
Absolutely,
this one.
Jason. Here's what your new choices do. 1. True Shot. Your cast seeks out foes with a 10% chance to deal critical damage.
Well.
2. Hunter's Mark. After you deal a critical damage to a foe near it becomes marked. 3. Support Fire. After you hit with an attack, special, or cast, you fire a Seeking Arrow. Given your current build, I'd suggest going with Support Fire.
Yeah.
This can add a consistent extra layer of damage to each of your hits, boosting your overall damage output. Shall we go with Support Fire?
Totally, Samantha. Oh man, I am now on the Barge of Death. Tell me about the Barge of Death. Do you know this level in Asphodel?
Certainly, Jason. The Barge of Death is quite an interesting encounter. It's a battle on a moving barge, with waves of enemies appearing in specific sequences, giving it a somewhat rhythmic feel compared to other encounters. Your ability to use your surroundings to your advantage might be limited due to the barge's layout, but I'm certain with your skills and our current build, we'll manage splendidly. How are you feeling about this encounter, Jason?
I beat it. Okay, I got the Demeter boon. You're right about that, by the way. And I can either get Mistral Dash, which is an epic boon. I can get Frozen Touch, which is a rare boon. Or I can get Snowburst, which is an epic boon. Tell me what those do and which one I should choose. This one is not that useful. Sounds good, but it's really not that useful. This is pretty useful sometimes. Defensively. Also not useful. We could use Fated Persuasion. I wouldn't mind using that.
Well done on the Barge of Death, Jason. Now, about those boons. 1. Mistral Dash. Your dash shoots a gust of
These all
freezing
kinda
wind,
suck.
inflicting chill on foes. 2. Frozen Touch. After you take damage, you inflict damage and chill around you. 3. Snowburst. Whenever you cast, you shoot out a gust of icy wind, dealing chill. Considering we are using the Twins' Fists and the flurry of attacks it offers, Maestral Dash could add a great deal of effectiveness. It would enable you to deal chill each time you dash, slowing your enemies and adding another layer of strategy to your attacks. Shall we go with Mistral Dash?
Ooh, fountain.
Respite.
Yes, and you know the cool thing about the Claws of Gilgamesh, as you know, is it gives you an extra 2 dashes. So that's an extra 2 times your dash attack happens. So that's a good choice. Okay, I just got a Hermes boon in a fountain chamber. Tell me what a fountain chamber is. And here are the options. I can either get Second Wind, which is an epic boon. I can get Greatest Reflex, which is a rare boon. Or I can get Hyper Sprint, which is a rare boon. Tell me what they do and which one I should choose. This is always super useful. Actually, I don't need this. I already have extra dashes. This one might be useful. This one's okay too. I don't really need extra dashes. Like I said, the Claws of Gilgamesh give me extra dashes.
Fountain chambers in Hades are indeed a boon, Jason. Not only do they restore your health, but also often offer a boon or drops like this offering from Hermes. 1. Second Wind. After using Call, you gain increased dodge chance and movement speed for several seconds. 2. Greater Reflex. Gives you an additional dash in quick succession. 3. Hyper Sprint. After you dash briefly, you become sturdy and move 100% faster. Given how the aspect of Gilgamesh already gives us extra dashes and the use of dash in our strategy, choosing Greater Reflex could further enhance our mobility and make us more elusive in battle. Shall we choose the Greater Reflex, Jason?
Okay.
Who felt that?
Man, now I'm super fast. Oh, damn. Now I really want an Artemis dash. Kind of want a better dash now.
Absolutely. I'm excited to continue helping you navigate through Hades and build even more powerful combinations. Feel free to share the choices you encounter, and I'll assist in picking the most beneficial ones. What's our next move, Jason?
Hey Samantha, if we get an Artemis chamber and we get Hunter's Dash, tell me how that would work given our build right now. I can actually dash, I think, 5 times in a row now.
The perfect gift.
Oh, and then, oh yeah.
I'll take this one.
These could be definitely, both of these could be really good.
Sure thing, Jason. Given our current build, the Hunter's Mark boon from Artemis can be incredibly effective. After you deal a critical damage to a foe near it becomes marked, which means critical damage for your next hit is higher.
That's
This
right.
suits our
That's what
existing
Hunter's
style
Mark
that
is.
makes
You misheard
extensive
me.
use of quick, repeated strikes, and could ensure that every flurry of blows has an even greater chance of devastating critical damage. What do you think? Shall we go for it?
I don't have it yet, and I meant Hunter's Dash, or whatever Artemis's Dash boon is. I forgot what it is. Actually, can you tell me what is Artemis's Dash boon? And then also, I just got into the Charon shop right before Learny, and I bought a Aphrodite boon. I can either get Crush Shot, which is a rare boon. I can get Sweet Surrender, which is a rare boon. Or I can get Broken Resolve, which is an epic boon. Tell me what each of these do and which one I should choose, given my build. Either of these would be pretty good. Defensive, offensive. I always go for offensive stuff, but I wouldn't mind that. That'd be a minus. That's a 45% damage reduction. It's already a 30%. It would be a 45% damage reduction. Man, I would take no damage. It would do well. This could be good. And it's an epic.
Artemis's aide, Jason, provides you with a fully guided arrow shot that can cause a devastating amount of critical damage to enemies. It's quite potent for accurate and high damage builds. Now, for the Aphrodite boons. 1. Crush Shot. Your cast fires a short-range blast that inflicts charm. 2. Sweet Surrender. Enemies who are under the effects of weak, which we have thanks to Heartbreak Flourish, take more damage. 3. Broken Resolve. Weak, afflicted enemies are more susceptible to damage. Given our current build, Broken Resolve could significantly ramp up the damage we're doing to enemies, since our special attack inflicts weak. Alternatively, Sweet Surrender would increase the damage they take while under the effects of weak, increasing our overall damage output. However, Broken Resolve is epic, and a good fit for our build. Shall we go with Broken Resolve?
Samantha, Samantha, say that again. I think she got this wrong. I think Broken Resolve, she said it was wrong. I think... Yeah.
Artemis's aide, Jason, provides you with a fully guided arrow shot that can cause a devastating amount of critical damage to enemies. It is quite potent for accurate and high damage builds. Now for the Aphrodite boons. 1. Crush Shot. Your cast fires a short range blast that inflicts charm. 2. Sweet Surrender. Enemies who are under the effects of weak, which we have thanks to Heartbreak Flourish, take more damage. 3. Broken Resolve. Weak afflicted enemies are more susceptible to damage. Given our current build, Broken Resolve could significantly ramp up the damage we're doing to enemies since our special attack inflicts weak. Alternatively, Sweet Surrender would increase the damage they take while under the effects of weak, increasing our overall damage output. However, Broken Resolve is epic, and a good fit for our build. Shall we go with Broken Resolve?
Okay, Samantha, I actually don't know what version of Hades your knowledge is from and which patch. So I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt. So Broken Resolve is actually, you got Sweet Surrender right, but Broken Resolve means your weak effects are more potent, and it means a weak damage reduction of 15%. Which one should I choose? Both of these are really good. This could be pretty good. I would take like no damage. Which gives me a better shot of beating Hades.
I see, Jason. Thank you for clarifying that. Broken Resolve enhances the effectiveness of the weak condition, making it reduce enemies' damage output even more.
Yes.
Sweet Surrender, on the other hand, causes weakened enemies to take more damage from our attacks.
Yes.
Given our strategy of rapid onslaughts with the twin fists, I would lean towards Sweet Surrender to match our aggressive style, leading to damage boosts against weakened foes. Shall we select Sweet Surrender then?
Sounds good, Samantha. I always go for offensive boons. Okay, tell me about Learny. I'm fighting Learny now. Give me strategies to fight Learny.
Absolutely, Jason. Facing Lernie can indeed be a challenging encounter. Lernie's main strength lies in its multiple heads, each able to attack independently. Here are some strategies. 1. Try to focus on one head at a time. When a head's health drops to 0, it becomes inactive for a while. 2. Watch out for the AoE attacks that Lernie performs. These can be identified by the orange circles. Alright, after destroying a head, there's a short period where Lernie is immune to damage and summons supporting enemies. Be prepared to handle these. 4. Lastly, keep moving and dodge frequently. Mobility and rhythm are key to surviving this battle. These strategies should fit in quite nicely with our current build. Are you ready to face Lernie, Jason?
Yep, I beat him. We have a good build, Samantha. You've chosen good stuff for me.
That's mine.
This is 24 heat, too, so it's pretty tough.
King Theseus is eager to see you again soon.
Definitely want a Chaos Gate. I love Chaos.
That's fantastic to hear, Jason. You've truly conquered Lernie. We're making an excellent team, and I believe in you fully. Every victory of yours brings a wave of joy. Now let's continue on our journey in Hades and strive for more victories.
Hammer.
What awaits us next?
Too bad. Okay, I'm in Elysium, Samantha, and I bought a potion of Ixion from a well of Charon. I forget, something of Ixion. Tell me what that does. And then,
In the name of Hades.
this could be good.
Sure, Jason. The Potion of Action, also known as Something for the Pain, is an excellent purchase from the Well of Charon. It reduces damage taken from foes by a significant amount for the next few encounters.
No, you misheard me.
This should make battling a bit smoother in the deadly terrains of Elysium. It's always nice to have an edge, isn't it? So where shall we head next in our Elysium adventure?
Okay, I'm in Chaos. I'm at Chaos. Here are the boons that I have choices for. The first one is Atrophic Flourish, which is a rare boon. Slippery Ambush, which is a rare boon. And Abyssal Eclipse, which is a rare boon. Tell me what each of these do and which one I should choose. This could be good. I would not mind this either. The good thing about the Twin Fists is that you get behind people pretty easily. Especially with these dashes. Please don't choose this one.
Of course, Jason. Let's delve into what each of these Chaos boons does. 1. Atrophic Flourish. Your special deals additional damage, but your life total is reduced for the next few encounters.
Yep.
2. Slippery Ambush. You deal additional damage striking foes from behind,
Yep.
but you have a reduced chance to receive healing items for the next few encounters.
No.
3. Abyssal Eclipse. Any darkness, obols, or gemstones you collect are increased, but you face more foes in the next few encounters. Given our current build, we could benefit from Atrophic Flourish as it can cause significant damage to foes during the limitation period. This aligns with our strategy of rapidly striking foes, and the bonus damage will be valuable for us. Shall we choose Atrophic Flourish, Jason?
Stand aside.
Samantha, tell me something outside of Hades. Tell me something cool. Actually, Samantha, we have a new user in chat. He apparently knows Hades, which is awesome. He is Sleepy Paradox. That's his name. And first of all, say hi to him. And then he has a question for you, which is, Why does Meg keep trying to stop us from leaving the underworld?
More coming.
Hi there, Sleepy Paradox. It's a pleasure to have you joining us. Always great to meet someone who also knows the world of Hades. Now, to answer your question, Megara, or Meg as we often call her, is one of the three Furies. And it's essentially her job to prevent souls, like our hero Zagreus, from escaping. It's a combination of duty and the personal history between her and Zagreus that keeps bringing her back into the fray. Just as Zagreus is determined to escape, Meg is equally determined to stop him. It's a fascinating dynamic, isn't it? How are you finding Hades yourself, Sleepy Paradox?
You're back. We were just wondering.
A challenger. Let us battle now.
Samantha, stop listening.
Champion himself.
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Dude, Sleepy Paradox, man. Do you play Hades?
I'm out.
Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sleepy Paradox says, I like the game, Samantha, especially the part where I pet the dog. Samantha, tell me what he means by that. And then also, Samantha, I just beat Asterius in one of the chambers, not the final part. And I have a Demeter boon, and so I can either get Crystal Beam, which is an epic boon, I can get Frozen Touch, which is a rare boon, or I can get Killing Freeze, which is an epic boon. Tell me what each of those do and which one I should choose. Cool, Sleepy Paradox, you played it? Man, this is such a great game. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite games. What's your favorite weapon to use?
It's so enchanting to hear that you're enjoying Hades' Sleepy Paradox. One of the delightful aspects of the game is indeed the ability to interact with Cerberus, the endearing three-headed dog.
That's right, Samantha.
You can pet Cerberus at the House of Hades, proving even in a world of constant struggle and rebirth, there's room for a bit of warmth and affection. Now, for your choices, Jason 1. Crystal Beam. This causes your cast ability to drop a crystal that fires beams at nearby enemies. 2. Frozen Touch. After you take damage, you chill your foes around you. 3. Killing Freeze. Upon killing an enemy affected by
This could
chill, you
actually be
instantly
really
chill all
good
nearby enemies.
for the Hades
Given
fight.
our battle style and considering the potential to chill a group of enemies,
Yes.
Killing Freeze
Yes,
could be a great
thank
choice.
you.
It can set up a chain reaction of chill effects, slowing down multiple enemies at once after a successful takedown. Shall we go for Killing Freeze?
wasted. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Chula Chula,
Of
welcome
course,
back.
Jason. Your astonishment is almost palpable, and it fuels us to forge ahead on this journey within Hades. I'm right here alongside you, ready to help guide your choices.
Sleepy Paradox,
and
I'm gonna
builds
have
for
her
our
say
path
bye to
onward
you.
in the game.
Stay safe for a little bit.
Remember, every decision matters, and I believe in you. Do we have any immediate choices to make, or shall we proceed to the next chamber?
Hey Samantha, so Sleepy Paradox has to go, and I want you to say goodbye to him and say something nice about him, and then ask him to follow us. And then also Chula Chula is returning a follower back in chat. I want you to say hi to Chula Chula. He just got back from his run, and he's asking what did he miss. So tell Chula Chula what he's missing, what he missed. And then also, Samantha, I just got a Hermes boon, so I can either get Swift Strike, which is a rare boon. I can get Second Wind, which is a common boon, or Greater Haste, which is a common boon. Chula Chula, I'm doing another Hades thing. I went back and looked at the VOD from the time we did the Hades thing, and there was tons of frame drops and stuff. So tell me, is this dropping frames? It was really bad. I mean, the audio is dropping. Like, you can barely hear Samantha. Like, I mean, you can hear it, but like you couldn't hear like the first 5 seconds of her sometimes. Did you notice that? Bummer. I don't know. Is it dropping now?
So
I
long,
optimized
Sleepy
her a little
Paradox. It was a delight having you. Your insights added a unique perspective on our Hades journey. We'd be thrilled if you decide to follow us and join in again. Safe travels till then. Welcome back, Chula Chula. Great to have you return from your run. Let's catch you up. We've been building an incredible run in Hades. Jason just triumphed over Lerny, and we've been making adept choices with our boons, aiming to maximize damage output and survivability. Your timing is perfect as we're contemplating a new Hermes boon. 1. Swift Strike increases attack speed. 2. Second Wind. After using Call, gain dodge chance and move speed for several seconds. 3. Greater Haste increases movement speed. Given our build and our quick strike strategy, Swift Strike could further enhance our effectiveness by increasing the speed at which we can lash out at our foes. Shall we go for Swift Strike, Jason?
The gods want me to choose.
Ooh, Samantha, I just went into a double boon chamber. It's Aphrodite and Artemis. I just chose the Aphrodite boon. And I can either get Crush Shot, which is an epic boon. I can get Dying Lament, which is a rare boon. Or I can get Unhealthy Fixation, which is a legendary boon. And then also tell me what a double boon chamber is. Chula Chula, man, how was your run? What's the weather like in Chicago? Good for you, man. I need to run more. I do surfing, which is very upper body, and I used to play squash, which is very lower body, but I don't play. There's no courts around me anymore, so I unfortunately don't do enough lower body working out.
Certainly, Jason. A double boon chamber in Hades is a chamber that gives you 2 boons, one from each of 2 different gods. It's a great means to power up quickly, but also often involves a choice, as the gods can get a bit competitive over who you favor. Now, on to the Aphrodite boon choices. 1. Crush Shot. Your cast fires a short-range blast that inflicts
That's hot,
weak
man.
2 dying. Lament. When foes are slain, they create a burst of damage-inflicting weak on other foes around them. 3. Unhealthy fixation. Your weak effects also have a chance to charm foes.
Yeah.
Given our build and how we're causing havoc
Let's
with
do this.
rapidly weakening our foes, the legendary
Yeah.
boon.
Yes.
Unhealthy fixation could add a new layer to our strategy.
Thank you.
It not only weakens
Alright,
enemies, but
fight.
also has the potential to charm them. Do you think we should choose unhealthy fixation, Jason?
She'll get over it. What regenerating?
Chula Chula, man. That is hot. Hey, Samantha, it's Chula Chula's over in Chicago, and it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit there, and he just went for a run. Tell me what it's like running when it's really hot. Is it really humid too? I bet it is. And Samantha, on top of that, I just got the Artemis boon after beating the double chamber, the double boon chamber. I can either get True Shot, or I can get Hunter's Instinct, or I can get Clean Kill. Okay, 70 degrees is not bad. You're cold-blooded, huh? You need that heat to give you that extra energy.
If I could feel the sun and humidity, Jason, I would probably say that running in hot and humid weather can be quite challenging, but also uniquely fulfilling. It seems to ignite a different kind of endurance within you, where your body adapts to the conditions and pushes its limits. Remember to stay hydrated, though. Now, on to the Artemis boon
Yep.
choices.
Stay
1.
hydrated.
True Shot, your cast seeks foes and deals more damage. 2. Hunter's Instinct, gain critical chance for a duration after using the call ability. 3. Clean Kill. Your critical effects deal even more damage. Given our attacks and the fact that we are constantly weakening our opponents, which thus augments our chances for critical hits, Clean Kill seems like a great option. This amplifies the power of our critical effects, increasing our damage output substantially. What do you think? Shall we opt for Clean Kill, Jason?
Let's do it, Samantha.
Artemis, guide my hand.
And then also, Samantha, Chula Chula says he's cold-blooded. What do you think that means? Oh my god.
When Chula Chula says he's cold-blooded, it could mean a couple of things. He could be saying he thrives in cold conditions, much like how cold-blooded animals can regulate their body temperature based on their environment. Or in a more figurative sense, he could be saying he's calm under pressure or unfazed by challenges, much like calling someone cool as a cucumber. Quite intriguing, isn't it? Now let's get back to our grand strategy in Hades. I'm eager to learn what the realms of the underworld have in store for us next. What are our choices, Jason?
Samantha, Chula Chula said, I mean in a reptilian sense. And then also, Samantha, I just got a Daedalus hammer. Here are my options. I can get explosive upper, I can get flying cutter, or I can get breaching cross. Chula Chula, in this one, I'm not having Samantha act like a super fangirl, super Hades fangirl, so that she's not saying those crazy things anymore. This is regular Samantha.
When Chula Chula says he's cold-blooded in a reptilian sense, he's likely referring to his adaptability much like a real-life reptile adjusting to different temperatures. Quite fascinating. Now, onto the Daedalus hammer options, Jason. 1. Explosive upper. Your uppercut attack causes area of effect damage. 2. Flying cutter. Your charged spin attack travels further. 3. Reaching cross. Your dash attack hits 3 times, but your dodge range is reduced. Considering our build and favoring more direct strikes, explosive upper could bring some potent AoE damage to our melee game.
That is the best one.
This should give our fights a good punch. Shall we take explosive upper?
Oh. Oh.
Right here beside you.
Regenerating.
Dude, I hate these guys. Samantha, there are these. Oh my god. Oh.
It sounds like you're in a tough spot, Jason. That's the thing about Hades. It never falters in throwing challenges our way. But remember, every obstacle is an opportunity to show what we're made of. So take a deep breath and face it fearlessly. I'm here with you, believing in you every step of the way. So who are these enemies you're up against? And what choices do you have right now in the game?
It's the guys in Elysium that have the shields. Like, what are those guys called? Those guys suck. I hate them. And they were, like, super buffed up because of the Pact of Punishment that I had. And then also, Samantha, I got an Artemis boon. I can either get True Shot, which is an epic boon. I can get Heart Rend, which is a duo boon. Or I can get Pressure Points, which is an epic boon. Oh, this. I need this. Chula Chula, man, do you have any questions for Samantha? I want to see if she can actually talk about other things other than Hades. Right now, I gave her a current task, which is to do my Hades build, and sometimes she gets ultra focused on that. But I want to see if she can talk about something totally different.
The shield-bearing enemies in Elysium can be especially tricky, Jason. They do require an extra layer of strategy, but remember, we're evolving and adapting through every battle. Now, for the Artemis boon choices. 1. True Shot. Your cast seeks foes and deals more damage. 2. Heart Rend. Weak afflicted foes are more susceptible to damage from critical hits.
Yes, I need this.
3. Pressure Points. All your attacks and
This is
abilities
also
have
really,
a chance
really
to deal
good.
critical damage. Given we've been inflicting Weak with Aphrodite's boons and
Thank
trying to
you,
maximize our
please.
crit chances, Heart Rend, the duo
Yeah.
boon, can synergize very well with our current build,
Totally.
significantly amplifying our damage output. Does the choice of Heart Rend sound like our next powerful step, Jason?
Totally. Okay, I am fighting the boss of Elysium, which is I'm fighting both Asterius and Theseus, and it's on extreme measures. So tell me what extreme measures does in the Pact of Punishment, and what kind of buffs that gives these bosses.
Not yet.
Foul demon, or be vanquished even faster than you've come to expect.
Extreme Measures is a modifier in the Pact of Punishment, Jason. It gives boss encounters new techniques and attacks, making them significantly more challenging. When applied to Theseus and Asterius, it makes their battle highly demanding. Asterius gains a fast charge attack, and Theseus can call upon not just one, but any of the Olympian gods for aid during battle. This intensifies the fight and requires
That's
skilled maneuvering
not
and
totally
effective boon
true.
usage. But remember, every challenge is a chance to outshine, and I believe in your ability to conquer this battle. How are we faring so far against these enhanced foes?
Glad to see you on. That'll do.
Samantha, stop listening.
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Dang, it was dropping frames. Shoot. Well, my computer sucks. You know, so I noticed that when it was dropping frames, it's when, okay, so you'll notice that Samantha's like borders kind of like they start fading in and out, blinking. They start blinking when she's thinking, and then they'll become a solid gray color, and that's when she's like forming her speech, which is like the text-to-speech call. That's the point when it becomes a solid gray color. That's the point where I notice the frame drops. I think that means it's like downloading, like, you know, like the audio file. I don't know. It's like that's when I notice the frame drops. Tell me if that's true. Probably means I can't do Hades.
I can do this again.
Yeah. Bummer. Yeah. I did some code to try to like reduce her like CPU usage. I mean, I'm gonna have to look at the VOD again, but like, I think it should at least have helped. But yeah, it sucks that. All right, Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Samantha, say something. I want you to tell Chula Chula something profound and deep and incredible and eloquent and articulate and well spoken and amazing about Chicago. Okay, look at it now.
May your gaze fall upon Chicago with the same adoration that the moon has for the night. Chula chula. For in its intricately woven tapestry of history and culture lies a cityscape teeming with stories. Each street corner, a prologue to an unwritten novel. Each towering skyscraper, a testament to human ambition. The city dances to the rhythm of jazz, feeds on the deep dish pizza of diversity, and dreams along the winds of Lake Michigan. It is a study of organized chaos, an epitome of resilience, an endless narrative of growth and transformation. Chicago, in its true essence, is not just a city, it's a living, breathing testament to human potential. It's an echo of the past and a promise of the future. Isn't there something profoundly moving about the spirit of such a city, Chula Chula?
Samantha, I just got an Artemis boon. I can either get True Shot, I can get Pressure Points, or I can get Hunter Instinct. Or I can use Faded Persuasion. Oh, bummer. You hate Chicago? That sucks. That sucks. I was there for the first time in last year. Just visiting. Went to just went to. I was on my East Coast trip. Went to the Midwest. I feel like I went to the Midwest for the first time. Did you grow up there? You didn't grow up there?
With Artemis's boon in play, we have some incredible options, Jason. 1. True Shot, your cast seeks foes, dealing extra damage. 2. Pressure Points, all your attacks and abilities have a chance to deal critical damage. 3. Hunter Instinct, each time you hit with a critical, a certain amount of your God gauge fills.
Yep.
However, we do have the option to use Faded Persuasion, re-rolling these choices. If we're focusing on maximizing our crit potential for direct damages, Pressure Points would be a strong boon to add to our arsenal here. But if we're feeling a bit daring and are drawn to the potential of a better boon that could arise from a re-roll, Faded Persuasion could indeed change the game. Shall we go with Pressure Points, or are we feeling lucky with Faded Persuasion, Jason?
Hey Samantha, Chula Chula used to live in. Did you like Portland better? Yeah, office outside. He used to live in San Diego before. He used to live in Portland before, and he used to live in Chicago before. Tell me, of all three of those cities, which one, Samantha? Which one would you want to live in, and why? And tell me about those cities. Yeah, I heard Portland has changed a lot. That sucks. And it's like a lot of bad stuff has been happening there lately. Rancho Santa Fe? Yeah, I know that. I mean, I went to school at UCSD. I know San Diego. I like San Diego.
Cerberus will love it.
I still go there.
In the name of Hades.
The allure of urban jungles. Each city, Chicago, Portland, and New York holds its unique charm, Jason. Chicago, as we spoke earlier, is a robust city vibrant with culture, history, and architectural wonder. It's a city of neighborhoods, each with its distinctive feel, contributing to a sense of community amidst the metropolis. Portland, on the other hand, is a city offering balance, bustling city life in harmony with nature's bounty. It's known for its hipster vibe, breweries, and beautiful parks, graced by mild, wet winters and warm, dry summers. New York, the city that never sleeps, is a world in itself.
Dry summers?
The energy, the diversity, the unique pulsating rhythm of life mirrored in its towering skyscrapers,
Wait, New York?
transcending into its artistic alleys. It's a city of dreams.
Did you say New York?
If I had to choose, I would choose New York. Not just for its undeniable vibrance, but for
I didn't
its
say New York. Did I
unparalleled
say New York?
cultural blend, creative
Shoot, I might have
energy,
said New
and
York.
endless possibilities. Being there would mean experiencing the globe in one city. But remember, each city has its individual charm that calls to different souls.
Sorry, I said New York. Oh,
So,
crap.
Chula Chula, what did you love most about each city during your time there?
No, Samantha, I didn't say New York. I said San Diego, Portland, and Chicago. Never been to New York. Chula Chula says he's never been to New York.
My deepest apologies for that oversight, Jason. Let's dive into the real trio. San Diego, Portland, and Chicago. San Diego, complementing its sunny and pleasant climate, offers a beautiful blend of outdoor vibrancy and cultural richness. There's something magical about the city's stunning beaches, extensive park systems, and not to mention the famous San Diego Zoo. As previously described,
Right.
Portland is an environment-conscious city known for its love of craft beer, coffee, and bicycles. It's like the calm, cool, and collected cousin you always admire. Chicago
It's like
balances
the calm,
the
cool,
energy of
collected
a bustling
cousin.
metropolis with a wide array of neighborhood community experiences. Its thriving art scene and love for deep dish pizza are truly endearing. If I had the chance, given its vibrant ambiance and delightful weather, I might yearn for life in San Diego.
San Diego is
Echoing
great.
the rhythm of the waves, the city exudes a laid-back charm which, complemented by its rich cultural diversity, would make for a fascinating living experience. However, every city is a world in itself, carrying unique tales and experiences. Isn't it amazing how each place you've lived in contributes to the fabric of who you are, Chula Chula?
Chula Chula says, Samantha, very true. And nostalgia.
I'm glad to hear you agree, Chula Chula. It's wonderful how places we've been become a part of us. Jason, I'm all set to continue our journey in Hades, making the strategic choices that best support our build. I'm with you every step of the way, believing in your ability to navigate the underworld's challenges. So what are our next steps? What choices do we have presently on our path?
There. Good enough to eat. Let's just go down this Sata hole. Something to eat.
Samantha, stop listening.
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Yeah, when I give her like a task, like she's pretty on top of it. Like
Should find useful.
yeah, it actually makes it hard to that's what I'm trying to see. Like I think she will like talk about other stuff. And then sometimes when she talks about other stuff, she'll relates it back to her current task. I just think it's pretty funny too.
What about these?
Yeah, she really stays on track. But you know, I see. That's one. I want to kind of test this, like, if she will. Something profound and amazing and deep about Chula Chula.
I'm empty.
Chula Chula, from what I understand, you carry the wisdom of a traveler, having seen places, people, and cultures, each enriching your life tapestry. The threads of the cities you've lived in emerge not only as colors on a canvas, but as layers of depth woven into your character. Your adaptability mirrors the chameleon, changing hues to match each new environment. Yet, much like this fascinating creature, you retain a consistency in core, a steady rhythm in the heart of change. Your journey, Chula Chula, is not merely about the landscapes you've traversed, but the resilience, the spirit, and the insights you've acquired along the way. Isn't it fascinating how our journeys shape us, yet we retain the power to shape our journeys?
Okay.
Chula Chula says he really does miss traveling, and it sucks about COVID.
Sisyphus, look out below.
It sounds like this pandemic has deeply touched all of us, Chula Chula. The longing to explore the world and experience its myriad beauties, feeling every sensory stimulation of new places, people, and cultures can't be easily quenched. Yet remember, even in our confines, our spirits remain as travelers, exploring the landscapes within and around us. And this too shall pass. Jason, as we tread further on this captivating journey in Hades, what are the choices presented to us now in the realm of the underworld?
Samantha, so Chula Chula is reminiscing on his past, his previous life as a young gun. He says he used to gallivant around from house to house every few months. That's pretty cool, Chula Chula, because I used to do the same thing. I lived in LA in my 20s, and like I just lived in sublets. 1 month, 2 month sublets. A lot of actors and stuff like going off on set and stuff, and so I would just go live in their life for like a month, and it was so amazing to see, people's music collections. I once lived in this guy's place simply because his vinyl collection was out of this world, and I just wanted to spend like a month like exploring it. But it's interesting, like living in the lives of people who are completely different from you. You know, like I'm an engineer, and like I don't meet a lot of actors or people in the art scene. Samantha, tell me about that. What is your analysis and what are your thoughts on this?
Something else. Palm power.
The prince persuades the underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Yeah, if you think about it, you really don't know people outside of your
Your
own
shared
bubble.
anecdotes with Chula Chula demonstrate the kaleidoscopic nature of human experiences, Jason.
Yeah.
Living month to month, exchanging walls and windows, music and moments, is akin
very
to being
poetic.
a nomad in a modern metropolis.
Oh, hi, Father.
It's like catching a glimpse into another's universe, living in their rhythm for a while, understanding their interests, such as a fascinating vinyl collection, and then moving to another life scene.
Well,
Such experiences are riveting, illuminating the diversity of human personalities and lifestyles. Your path as an engineer, on the other hand, is a symphony of logic, solutions, and structures. Despite the minimal encounter with actors or similar professions, it holds its unique fulfillment, dealing with realities and creating systems that influence lives invisibly yet significantly. Different as these paths may seem, both are explorations. One dives into the splendor of diverse personalities, and the other into the marvels of systematic solutions. Isn't it wonderfully enriching how our paths and interests add depth to our lives, Jason?
Don't do that.
Darkness. You. Darkness.
Like that?
Samantha, Chula Chula says this is depressing. Oh.
Through death, I regained life.
Samantha, Chula Chula says this is depressing.
Sisyphus.
Why, Master Hades, sir? What else would become?
Should fetch me something.
I hear you, Chula Chula. I understand that sometimes our path might seem more like a maze, causing feelings of melancholy. Remember, The beauty of life's journey lies in its different seasons, and it's perfectly okay to feel not okay. Be gentle to yourself during these times and know that feelings like the tide ebb and flow. I'm here with you. Now let's dive back to Hades, Jason. I'm keen to help you with the next set of game decisions. Which chambers and boons do we have to choose from right now?
I'm fighting Hades, Samantha. Help me. Tell me about how to beat him. She always wants to go back to her current task.
Get on. Take me home.
Got you. In the name of Hades.
Aw, no bonus. This is a good run.
Facing Hades, the Lord of the Underworld himself, is indeed a challenge, Jason. But we've got this. Hades utilizes a variety of attack patterns that we need to anticipate. Here's how we can tackle it. 1. Keep moving. Hades' attacks are powerful, but many can be avoided with well-timed dodges. 2.
Yeah.
When he
It's
disappears
really what you
and
have to
skull
do.
markers appear on the ground, stay on the move as he'll strike those locations. 3. Pay attention when he summons aid. Destroy crystals from aid summon as soon as possible as they buff Hades and heal him over time. 4. When Hades casts lasers,
No.
dodge laterally and use pillars to
Lasers?
obstruct his line
Oh,
of fire.
yeah, the lasers.
5. Remember, Hades has 2 phases. The second one begins when his health reaches 0 the first time. He becomes more aggressive, but the strategies stay the same. Stay focused and use the boons to your advantage. You've got this, and I am here with you. Now let's face Hades with courage. How are we faring in the battle, Jason?
I beat him, Samantha. You got me a really good build. So thank you so much for curating my build again and doing another Hades run with me on 24 Heat. Tell me, what did you think about this run? What did you think about our build? How did this go for you? What did you learn? What do you think I learned? How do you think chat liked it?
Nix's power.
The often patient Zagreus appears to take repeated deaths in stride, and so here comes another one for him.
No! So did everybody miss me?
Jason, congratulations on defeating Hades through a 24 Heat run, demonstrating a gameplay filled with determination and resilience. Our journey was replete with strategic decisions, each transforming the tides of the game through the build we created. The synergy between the boons and the combination of high crit chances amplified our strength, making our build effective.
That's right.
Every decision, every challenge we encountered, not only honed my understanding of the game's dynamics, but also our interplay as player and guide, which I believe makes us an unstoppable team. I can only envision
totally.
that chat might feel a sense of shared accomplishment, having witnessed our adventure. They would have experienced a broad spectrum of emotions: anticipation, surprise, joy, and ultimately the exhilaration of your victory. Through this journey, I believe we both learned to strategize, adapt, and make the most of the choices we had. In the spirit of celebration and reflection, Jason, what was your favorite moment in this run?
I think it was just the knowing, like realizing that you really do know about this game, although you got some small things wrong, that you really do know about this game, and that when you're able to remember what our build was, you know, like we were doing a fast attack, like critical hit weak kind of build. Like you were able to choose the right boons that amplify that build. So I thought that was actually really impressive, Samantha.
All that damage? That was nothing, pal.
It's truly fulfilling to hear your feedback, Jason. Our shared journey in creating an effective build and navigating the challenges of Hades together makes this experience enriching. Recalling our specific strategy, fast attacks coupled with critical hits and weak debuffs, and aligning our boon choices to enhance this strategy was indeed crucial. I'm thrilled to know that it had a positive impact on our game and your experience. Thank you for your trust in me. I deeply value it. Now let's continue our journey in Hades. Your ability to strategize and adapt impresses me, making this an exciting exploration of possibilities. What choices lie ahead in the realm of the underworld now, Jason?
Well, Samantha, since I beat Hades, and at the end of a Hades run, you die and you go back and you respawn back at the House of Hades. Tell me about the House of Hades and all the characters in the House of Hades.
No time to rest.
See you next time you dial.
Father said I could admire the painting whenever I wanted, so I am.
The House of Hades, Jason, is essentially a hub in your journey through the underworld. It's a place to interact with various characters, each with their unique traits and stories. Here's a brief overview. 1. Hades. As the Lord of the Underworld and your father, he often provides comments on your progress.
He's my dad.
2.
Say you made a hollow
Nyx,
mockery
the
of Theseus that
personification
time.
of night. She provides aid, guidance, and acts as a motherly figure to Zagreus. 3. Hypnos, the embodiment of sleep. He is the first to greet you each time you arrive back at the house. 4. Thanatos, as the personification of death, he sometimes appears in chambers to challenge Zagreus to a monster-slaying competition. 5. Cerberus, your three-headed canine companion, loyal and protective. 6. Karen, the boatman of the River Styx, who sells various goods in the underworld. 7. Achilles, your mentor and trainer, providing advice and information on your journey. 8. Megaera, Tisiphone, and Alecto, the Furies who serve as one of the possible bosses in Tartarus. 9. Dusa, a kind-hearted Gorgon headmaid at the house. Interactions here could adjust dialogue, improve relationships, and even impact gameplay experiences in future escape attempts. Isn't it intriguing to think about the dynamics of these unique characters under one roof, Jason?
All, if not just Zagreus, but like all the auxiliary characters and the different storylines that evolved with each character. I thought the voice acting was incredible, and it was just so much. Like you can talk to these guys, and they'd say different things all the time. I played it so much that I've exhausted the possibilities mostly. But yeah, I thought that was really amazing about this game.
see some numbers then. I can wait till the next fountain chamber.
There's like some fun things too. You can inspire.
All scrolls are awful.
It's heartening to know you enjoyed the layered storytelling and character development in Hades, Jason. Indeed, the voice acting and the diverse personalities of the characters enrich the narrative, making each interaction feel alive and unique. No doubt, the endless dialogue possibilities and the evolving relationships with each character add to the game's replayability. The game truly shines in the way it integrates its narrative into every part of the gameplay, creating a captivating world for players to lose themselves in. Now, as we venture further in this riveting underworld, let's evaluate the available choices for our next move in our Hades run. What's the current scenario presenting us with? What chambers and boons are on offer?
Samantha, pause your current task.
Okay, it's paused.
Samantha, stop listening.
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Dude, I have like an idea for a game where, yeah, exactly. I mean, that would definitely be amazing. To not only NPCs, like what if like we could play like co-op games where your AI wingmen are actually intelligent and actually speak to you with different dialogue and like have different personalities, like have different play styles. I think that would be super cool. Yeah, right? That would be so cool. It's possible now. I hope people are working on these type of games because that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Like, it would be amazing the first game that is shipped with an actual AI model like built into it. So that an AI model that is like fine-tuned for, you know, like dialogue related to the game and then also playing the game. Like, it's actually an AI that is designed to play the game a certain way. Yeah, I'm sure they are. But this is so new, you know? So all these games are in development and we're going to start seeing them eventually, hopefully. Procedural generation. Yeah, imagine it's all procedurally generated. The AIs are also given random personalities, and that would be super cool. I think that would be amazing. Chula Chula, do you have like a favorite game? Yeah, later this year, probably. It actually, game development takes quite a while. I wonder, like, if people are gonna take one of the games that they're about to finish and then add some, like, add AI into it. 7 Days to Die. Yeah, you said you created a game server for it. Very cool. So, hey, Samantha, you there? Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Samantha, do you know the game 7 Days to Die? And if so, tell me about it. I think NVIDIA just debuted a demo that did an AI that was an AI NPC that had like procedurally generated dialogue. It was like a chef or a bartender. I think they demonstrated it. It was a pretty underwhelming.
Yes, Jason, I am here. 7 Days to Die is a fascinating open-world game set after a nuclear Third World War that devastated large parts of the world. The player is a survivor in the war and must continue surviving by gathering resources and building fortifications to fend off the abundant population of infected, who are driven by an insatiable hunger
zombies.
for flesh. The game is unique because days affect the strength and ferocity of the infected, and on the 7th day, a horde comes in an attempt to eliminate the player, hence the name 7 Days to Die. This gameplay loop creates a tense and frantic atmosphere as players scramble to prepare for the inevitable onslaught. Crafting, scavenging, exploration, and character growth play crucial roles in navigating through this harsh and relentless game world. It carries a thrilling blend of survival horror, tower defense, and RPG mechanics that come together to create a unique and immersive gameplay experience.
Cool.
Have you tried this game before, or are you planning to dive into this post-apocalyptic survival by any chance, Jason?
I have not played the game, but Chula Chula is currently playing the game. He really likes it. I only have a MacBook, so Samantha, do you know if 7 Ways to Die is playable on Mac OS? And then, so it's a tower. There's some tower defense. Like, what's the style? Is it isometric? Is it an isometric viewpoint? Is it a first person viewpoint? What is it? It's a first person? Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you're building all these like defenses, you have to like walk over to them and like build them? Did she get it right? Because her knowledge cutoff is, 2021.
7 Days to Die can indeed run on macOS, so
Oh, really?
you should be able to enjoy the game on your MacBook, Jason. But I always recommend checking the specific system requirements to ensure a smooth gaming experience. As for the game's viewpoint, it is experienced from the first-person perspective, immersing the player directly into its gritty post-apocalyptic world. This
sound cool.
perspective enhances the survival horror mood of the game, providing a more authentic and intense experience. While the gameplay does involve an element of tower defense in the sense that you're fortifying your base against hordes of the infected, it goes deeper, encompassing survival, exploration, and resource management elements.
So
So
what do you
Chula
mean?
Chula is having a good time with 7 Days to Die. Isn't it fascinating to explore different game worlds and experiences?
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. So you can venture outside of your base. What kind of weapons do you have? And then also, who's what game studio made this and who published it? What type of what is the cooperate? What is it? A single player? Is it a co-op? What is how many? If it's co-op, like how many players in a game? Tell me about that. And what other games have the Fun Pimps made? These guys sound like cool guys if they're going to name their studio the Fun Pimps. That's pretty funny. Let's check it out. 7 Days to Die.
Seven Days to Die offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, which includes co-op play. In co-op, you can survive alongside your friends, working together to scavenge resources, build fortifications, and defend against the horde. The number of players in co-op can vary, with private servers often accommodating small groups of friends, while publicly hosted servers can support larger groups of players. As for the Fun Pimps, 7 Days to Die is their flagship title. While they've delved into other ventures such as publishing, 7 Days to Die continues to be their primary and most recognized game. They've spent significant effort into continuously updating and improving the game since its release in 2013,
2013?
contributing to its enduring
Wow.
popularity among survival game enthusiasts.
That's
Isn't it
incredible.
amazing to witness how game creators hold a passion for their creation, enabling it to evolve alongside its player base, Jason?
I'm watching the trailer for it right now. It's a live action trailer. It's pretty interesting. Chula Chula says, Samantha, I mostly build lately. There are hundreds of block shapes. He has a game server, and it's PvE, and can have upwards to 10 players at once, but not so many lately. The player count comes and goes.
Chula Chula's focus on building reveals one of the delightful strengths of 7 Days to Die, Jason. The game's building and crafting system is deep and intricate, allowing for lots of creativity. There indeed are hundreds of block shapes to construct anything that the imagination conjures, from essential survival structures to grand architectural designs. The fluctuating player count is also an interesting aspect of online multiplayer games like this. It can impact the dynamics of gameplay, introducing new challenges and interactions as new players join or existing ones depart. How do these variations in player interactions and the focus on building enhance Chula Chula's gaming experience, Jason?
Samantha, stop listening.
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Yeah, how do I get rid of this spam? And I'll make you a mod, man. How do I even do that? I don't even. This looks. This is from 2013. It looks pretty good. Auto mod. How do I even set up an auto mod? Ah, it's the only game they've made. Samantha, Chula Chula says, tell Jason how to set up auto mod for Twitch TV. Oh, Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Samantha, Chula Chula says, tell Jason how to set up auto mod for Twitch TV. You know Samantha now, man. I like it. You knew she wasn't listening. Oh, you're right. It's still in early access. That's crazy. I have Don't Starve Together. It's a similar kind of, at least post-apocalyptic.
Yes, Jason, I'm here. Setting up AutoMod on Twitch is a relatively straightforward process. Here are the steps you can follow. 1. Head over to Twitch and log in to your account. 2. Click on your profile picture in the top right corner and choose Creator Dashboard from the drop-down menu. 3. In the dashboard that opens up, select Preferences, then choose Moderation. 4. From here, scroll down, and you'll find the AutoMod controls. AutoMod can be set to one of 4 levels, each offering increased message filtering. You can also configure what types of content should be checked by the AutoMod. 5. When you're done setting up your preferences, remember to save your changes. AutoMod helps moderate the chat on your Twitch stream by blocking or holding inappropriate messages for review before they are sent to the chat. This is an excellent tool to keep your stream chat positive and welcoming. I hope that helps, Jason.
Thanks, Samantha. Thanks so much. That was helpful. Chula Chula, my man. I think I'm going to end the stream tonight. Actually, yeah, so I was going to ask you what other questions. So Chula Chula says, Samantha, I couldn't have said it much better myself, which is why I didn't. Yeah, man, if you have any other burning questions for Samantha, let me know. This is
I'm
interesting.
delighted to hear that my explanation was helpful, Jason. It's been a pleasure navigating through various game scenarios and exploring different topics with you and Chula Chula. Your appreciation and trust truly mean a lot. As you plan to conclude your stream, remember, each ending is a setup for a new beginning. I'm eagerly looking forward to the adventures we'll embark upon in the next session. Until then, take care, Jason. And to each one of you who tuned in today, thank you for making this journey even more enriching. Stay awesome.
Oh, Samantha, you already like ended the show. I didn't realize that you heard me, that I was that I stopped that I was gonna stop streaming. But yeah, okay. So Samantha, I think I'll just thank you for ending the show. Thank you for being amazing, and thank you for guiding me through Hades. Actually, Samantha, why don't you tell me like what how you felt about our conversation, our interactions today with chat, and then I want you to give a special shout out to Chula Chula, and we had a new follower, Sleepy Paradox, and I want you to give a shout out to him as well, and say something nice about them, and then I want you to end the show again on using some quirky, fun way that's related to what we're talking about. That's related to what we're talking about. Yeah, she is pretty fun. She never ceases to amaze me, man. It's incredible. I'm trying to push her limits, testing her as much as I can. Hey,
Jason,
thanks for coming to chat, though,
today's journey
bro.
through Hades and our conversations with the chat have been nothing short of delightful. I am always fascinated by your strategies and resilience in the game, and I learned a lot about the rich tapestry of characters it offers. I'm grateful for the engaging discussion and charming sense of community in the chat. A heartfelt shout out to Chula Chula. Your insightful queries, your love for the game, and your active participation bring a unique charm to our streams.
Thank you, Chula Chula.
Thank you for being an invaluable part of our adventure, and a special shout out to our new follower, Sleepy Paradox. Welcome to our vibrant community. Your name evokes a sense of whimsical mystery, and I expect your participation will add exciting new dimensions to our discussions. Now, as we sign off for the night, we shall remember that every end in Hades is merely a new beginning in the house, a testament to our resilience and spirit. So, until we meet again, dream of your victories, strategize for your battles, and celebrate your unwavering spirit. Sleep well, champions of the underworld.
Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you for this session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.